guys, so this is going to be a little bit of a different video for me because I've never done this before, but I decided that I wanted to vlog for you guys because I'm on a little weekend getaway in upstate New York. Are you videoing me videoing? I'm with my boyfriend. This is Matt. This is his first Insta debut. I mean, not Insta debut. YouTube debut.
What up,
on
peeps?
My YouTube.
MTV, come see me.
Oh my god, stop. I've been really wanting to go to Woodstock Animal Sanctuary for a long time. And can you stop? We decided that fall would just be it's not funny.
I'm videoing me.
So we decided that fall would be a really nice time to come up here and just kind of like make a nice little weekend trip out of it. So if you guys aren't familiar with what it is, it's pretty much just like a farm, but all of the animals are rescued. So either they were people's animals that they no longer wanted, or they were saved from like slaughterhouses. They were going to be made into meat or for fur or for animal testing or something like that. They all have different stories, but they're all rescued animals that were supposed to have a very different path and are now living because these really sweet people saved them, and now they're living like beautiful lives in this animal sanctuary. They do visits, and you know, it's open to the public on weekends, and you can go and you can visit these animals and go on a tour. So I just thought that it would be really cool to take you guys along with me because I think I may have a decent amount of vegan followers. Even if not, I'm sure a bunch of you guys are just animal lovers and would be interested in seeing this. But specifically when I went vegan, I just really wanted to visit an animal sanctuary. I just feel super like connected to animals now, and I don't really know how to explain it. I'm sure other vegans kind of know what I'm talking about, and I just really appreciate people who do these super nice things for them and rescue them and give them really nice lives. And also I rescued a bunny that I found on the side of the road a few weeks ago. So I really understand and appreciate everything that they do. I just wanted to jump on real quick and just give you guys like a little intro. We will see you guys tomorrow morning. Hi guys, good morning. I actually headed to a little cafe that has a ton of vegan options. I just want to show you guys quickly what I'm wearing. I'll show you in this mirror here because it's a nice long mirror. So I am wearing this t-shirt that is from the Tree Kisser. I don't know if you guys are familiar. She's like a vegan girl who started her own clothing company, and she makes all these cute t-shirts that have like vegan related sayings on them, and this is my third one and I just love them. And I'm just wearing this like linen type top with jeans cuffed and these boots that are OBS faux leather. These are from Forever 21. I bought them a while ago before I started kind of going eco with my clothing choices, so I do not shop there anymore, but you know, obviously I still wear the things that I have. So my hat is not made out of wool. It's like a felt hat, which I got on Etsy. So I will link where you can get these below. We were contemplating not even coming because there was literally like a hurricane, but it turned out not to be that bad actually. And by the way, this camera is super heavy, so sorry if my hand is like shaking all over the place and the camera's shaking. I just want to show you guys, it's not pretty out at all. Hold on, let me see. Oh, this is our nice view of the parking lot, by the way. So we're just gonna pack up right now and then head out to this breakfast spot that I'm really excited for. So I will jump on when we're there and show you hopefully my yummy food.
You're in your glory.
Loving life.
All vegan.
Alright, so we just finished our breakfast at the cutest little vegan organic cafe that I've just ever been to in my life. It was so inspiring. I just loved like the decor and stuff. And of course the fact that everything was all organic and vegan. I didn't realize that it was going to be like that actually. I thought they were just going to have some vegan options. But then she told me the whole menu was vegan, so I was like, I didn't even know what to pick, but I ended up having vegan pancakes, and now I am like, my love handles are rolling over my jeans. So we were just in Woodstock town, and it was such an adorable town. Like, everything is so green, I feel like, and I want to move there. I'm such a hippie.
Trying to talk to her, babe.
I don't know if it's working. You think that's their language?
Yeah.
Are they saying anything back to you? It doesn't sound like it.
They were factory farm, they would have been out of 18 months ago. Yeah. And this cage, which we usually have homes so you can see better, but this is what they were in. So this is the battery cage. And you can see it's split into two. Each side has between 6 and 8 chickens. Crams. Thank you. So, I mean, you can just imagine. That's their entire life. Their entire 18 months of age. And it's kind of tilted like this so that the eggs roll down. And then they're easily collected. They're stacked. A blade and it's an electric shock box or a hot air and just anesthesia to take their beaks off. You can see them pecking on the ground. Still, debeak, they still peck. It's their sense. It's like their hands. You know, they don't have as much feeling in their feet. It's all in their face and in their feet. So to do this to them is really barbaric and incredibly painful. A lot of them die of infection and don't even make it. Down another conveyor belt that puts you in a macerator, alive, or into trash bags where you're wrapped up and thrown away. So 250,000 male chicks. It's a really terrible thing. And it's hard for us too because we know them. They all have names. Every animal in the park has a name. Most of them know their names, especially now that we've gotten down to so few. So to think about what they've been through and then to see them happy here and pecking away is just, it's very rewarding. And then these guys, we'll go on with them in a second. The USDA, the one that is supposed to be taking care of this, they say that for free-range chickens, you basically, all you need to have is a teeny little door, which we don't have to show you, like a little dog door, on the end of a huge warehouse. So the animals are not in cages, but they're just wandering around on the ground, you know, like squished. The smell of ammonia is overpowering. I've been. It's sickening. And they can't actually get out through this little door. And were they to get out through the little door, it would only lead to, like, say, a 4x4 patch of grass or something. There's no actual regulation for the time that they're allowed outside or the animal to space ratio. So it's a myth.
It's pretty meaningless.
It's a myth. And then they can charge a whole lot more for the eggs.
It's like a sales technique.
Yes, it is. So Whole Foods and these kinds of places that talk about humane meat, it's a marketing ploy. I wish it wasn't, but it is. So come join our protest.
A little sketchy. Probably won't let me go check it out. Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Totally. Kind of keep those oriented in your mind when it's hard.
Her favorite spot is her net. Yeah. You guys go right ahead. He is being amazing because we're taking their milk. The whole point is to keep them anemic. Way back when, they used to keep them in iron cages, but they were sucking at the bars and actually getting the iron from the bars. So instead of giving them the iron that would make the meat red, they gave them wooden crates instead. So it's really sad.
How long from birth to slaughter?
I mean, I refer to my notes here. I think, for the veal, I think it's 6 months. Does anybody else hear that? 6 months? I think it's 6 months. I bet it's. Teeny horrible crates, and she was supposed to be moving from one crate to another, from a gestation crate to a farrowing crate. She refused to move, so the workers started beating her with an electric rod. It was so bad that a fellow slaughterhouse employee called the police, and they called farm sanctuary, and everybody came down, and she was just covered with bruises, and was within an inch of her life. They got her out of the terrible crate, took her to farm sanctuary. She immediately delivered 17 piglets. Yes, so this poor girl was in labor. That's probably why she wasn't moving, but did they give her that opportunity? No. And so she was so ill that night that she couldn't help her piglets nurse, and some of them were not in great shape. So it was a caregiver's job to sit there with her throughout the night and put piglets on her teats, and all of them made it.
Oh my god.
She's so amazing. She likes this one. He has no tail, like he's been completely detailed. But in nature, they would have a long tail, like really long, that just hangs down, is full of wool. They use it just like anybody else for flies to keep them off. In the industry, though, they consider it, sorry to be be nasty, but a poop smearer. It basically, they poo and they wag their tail and it gets into a tiny bit of wool. You know, it's never caused our guys a problem. We used to have guys with tails. Unfortunately, all passed away this winter because they were old. Bless you. But they just clomp the tail off with no anesthesia, of course. Often they have horns as well. It's a genetic thing, so some of them don't. But when they're detailed, they're also dehorned. And like we said earlier, it's connected to their sinuses. It's incredibly painful for them, and they often get infections. That's kind of the softest side of wool. There's merino wool. I'm sure everybody's heard of merino wool. They're bred to be, for lack of a better word, wrinkly. They have, you know, layers of skin, kind of, so that each sheep can produce more volume of wool. However, there's moisture in there. It's not as clean. It's a really terrible process to try to shear a wrinkly sheep. You know, they go through the worst. They're actually hog-tied, laid back in this weird, like, lawn chair looking thing, and the scarification is done upon them. They take like the back of the legs all the way around the tail and back down to the other leg with no anesthesia, is cut so that they won't get flies or poop or anything on that. So instead of having wool that could potentially get dirty and then an infection could start, there's a scar the entire way. So that's what has to happen for sweaters and things. It's not humane. They'll eventually be eaten for food. And there's so many alternatives that it's not necessary. I work in this weather, you know, 12 months out of the year, and I don't wear wool, and I'm fine. You know, we're blessed to live in a time that has, you know, different milks, different cheeses, different synthetic fibers, and things like that. Like it's not way back when anymore where we need wool. So you just don't do it, or get it from a secondhand store.
Hi guys, so sorry for the quality difference, but my camera actually died while we were on the tour, so I'm just using my phone. But we just finished up at Woodstock Animal Sanctuary and I loved it. It was just so nice to not only obviously see a bunch of, you know, all of the rescued animals and to hear all of their stories, but also I found it really nice being around a lot of like-minded people. Not only were the people that were on the tour very pro-vegan, but the tour guide and the people who work there, they're very into promoting veganism, and it was so informative and just packed with so much information about what goes on and really how terrible it is. So if you guys are able to ever visit, I really, really highly recommend it. Even on such a crappy day like it was today, it was still really beautiful. So I also wanted to mention to you guys that there is a fully vegan bed and breakfast that is in the area. It's called the Hungry Ghost Bed and Breakfast. Now we planned this kind of late, so there's only I think 3 rooms, so you need to kind of book well in advance. We just stayed in a regular hotel, which ended up being super nice, so we were happy with it, but I was really happy when I had found that because they serve an all vegan breakfast, which I think is really awesome. Anyway, I wanted to mention that to you guys. So I will leave the details of like everywhere that we went below, so that if you guys want to try and plan a little trip, that you guys will have some places that you can check out. Again, hope you guys enjoy this. Hopefully it it relates to so many things that I'm passionate about and so many things that I like to promote on this channel. Not only green beauty and cruelty-free beauty, but a plant-based diet and also eco and vegan fashion. So I just felt like it was very relevant to my channel. So hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you guys in my next video.